Hello, everyone. So this is our training section, the free training section, and this is lesson 2. We're actually live broadcasting. My name is Angela. I'll be your trainer for today, like it was for the last time. And I just want to confirm if I have people here with me already. Let me see people I have on board. I have 3 participants already. Welcome on board, guys. Welcome on board. These are the LEBs, those that keep to time. And I love that. I have Alen, that's my VIP for the P1 group. Good morning, Ross. I have Ifeanyi, I have Yetunde, and that's actually my mentor. Yeti, I'm hailing. So let's just give it some few minutes. We're kicking off anyway, because it's going to be a recorded section. So I think anybody who is coming afterwards is still free to join. I have another participant here already. Okay, this section is going to be very interesting because this is like the first time what we're doing was trying to prepare the ingredients for the soup. So this time basically is going to be preparing the soup itself. And that's the thing about your business, making money, preparing everything that has to do with the end result, generating revenue. So that's what we're going to do basically. I'm going to try my best to keep it to the 1 hour. And I have someone chatting here. So excited to be here. That's Yetunde. Thank you very much. I'm excited to, dish out this, what I have in my head about the business. And guys, let me just repeat that this training, everything we're doing on social media, digital marketing is for every kind of business. It's not streamlined to a particular business. So I'm using real estate as the, basis of every training. But at the end of the day, it's for every business you can think of. I have Sandra here with me. Sandra, thanks for joining us. So we're on board. I'm going to start right away while I still do some introduction on what this section is going to be about. I'll start right away to share my screen so that we can start with the slideshow before we go into the practical aspect of it. Then finally, we have our Q&A section. So the last time, if you can remember what we did, just a little recap. It was all about creating a Facebook business page. And I said that so many people will say, oh, am I waking up or joining this section, burning my time, my data just to listen to a training on creating a Facebook business page? And I said there's more to it than just creating a page. After all, I have a page, but there's more to it than just creating a page. And from the training that we had last week, I'm sure so many people could testify to the fact that, look, I actually knew some things I didn't know. I had a page, but I didn't know that this was what I need to do. And some other things that didn't have to do with social media per se, but had benefits for social media. That's talking about how to save pictures, saving your pictures with a name, your media, whatever it is, with a name, so that once you load it online to your social platform, it's readable for the SEO, that which is a search engine optimization. It's readable for them to rank your page or whatever you have, your website, up when people are searching based on the keyword you've used to save your picture. And I'm so happy to know that so many people went back. The training wasn't a waste. I know that we take free things for granted. I've said this before, but I know we take free things for granted. But in this case, my people didn't take this free lecture for granted. They went back, they put into practice what they had learned, and my phone was always buzzing with, hey, this is my website, my Facebook business page, based on the training, based on what you taught us, based on what we learned. Please check it for me. I had to do a reform immediately, and here it is. And I'm so happy to see that so many people went back to check their, to work on their business page, to create new ones, to edit the old ones that they have, what they have present. I'm talking about Yetunde, Sandra, Neka, Delicia, and Ifeanyi. I'm so happy. That made me so happy to know that at least people grabbed something from the training and went back to implement it. That's the joy. I have Sonny with me here now. So we're having people coming up. So let me just go straight to what we have for today. I would get a full screen so I can share my screen. So just give me a few minutes to come up with this, or a few seconds rather. So I'll go straight to the PowerPoint slide I have. As usual, I'm going to take a pointer because when I go to the slideshow, you might not see what I'm trying to point out to you. So just give me time on that. So I'll go straight to the slideshow now. And like I said, I still have to get my color annotation out. Okay, cool, we're here. So the lesson for today is going to be everything that has to do with social media marketing. In summary, I'll try my best to break it down, to simplify it, so that it's easy for people, even when you're making reference to the video, to the recorded training, you can easily pick one or two things and implement, So it's going to be, topic is increasing sales via social media marketing. And what are we going to learn today? We're going to learn how to, last training, we created a Facebook business page. So my Facebook business page is ready. Now what next? I had some people ask me that question. I've created my page, what next do I have to do? I don't have content yet, I don't have post yet, so no need to do or should I start sending people out, blah, blah, blah. Why do I have a page, I don't have anybody liking the page? Let me send it out so that people can like the page. So all this, we're going to have answers to it here. Then the second thing will be setting up Instagram for business. This is going to be I'm sure it's going to be less than 15 minutes. I won't use 15 minutes for this because first, I know we all know what Instagram is about. Then next, we're going to link. This is the main reason why we're going to have an Instagram training in between, because I want us to learn how to link our Facebook page, the business page, with Instagram. And at the end of the day, you'll see how they relate and how you run campaigns, ads on Facebook, and what you're going to do with Instagram alongside it. So the next thing we're going to learn is the main features of your Facebook business page. We have a business page. If you know that the tab section has a couple of menus or features, the upper menu has a couple of links. What are they for? What is my Facebook insights for? What's my publishing tool for? I know we mentioned that briefly last training. What are these things for? How are they going to help me? How do I implement them? So we're going to just talk briefly about this. Then the next one will be introduction to Facebook Ads Manager. And that's the big one. That's the reason why you have a Facebook business page. If you're not running ads, if you're not putting out your Facebook page out there, how would people know? How would people come to you? How would you make sales? How would you get the leads? How would you close deals? So that's where this ad manager comes in. And mind you, this ad manager section and training section is going to be, it's not something people learn overnight. Even me, I'm still learning, So it's not something you would grab it all overnight, just take your time, see what you can do. I'm going to do the foundation, very basic section for us so that we can use it to begin to achieve something. And as time goes on, you become a pro. So don't expect that, look, I need to get this thing right now, Ads Manager, or it's scary. You're seeing too many tools and you don't know where to start from. Just make reference to the video and you go back and implement what you have. Then of course, we're going to have a live section, which is creating our first Facebook ads campaign. Yay! The excitement of knowing how to create an ads campaign. So many people pay money to people who call them or send text messages or bulk WhatsApp saying, hey, I can help you generate this number of leads. I can help you get this number of followers. Just pay me this amount. It's good to still have them because, so many of us are super hyper busy business people, busy housewife, having a lot of things in our hands, having the children, the kids to deal with, So apparently, obviously, it's not going to be easy for you to want to do everything. That's why you call some things outsourcing. You definitely want to outsource some things to people, but it's still good to know what you're paying for. Even if you outsource to, hey, someone comes and says, I'm a digital marketer, I'm going to help you do this, and this is the amount. It's good to have an idea of what you're paying for so that by the time you see the result, you know that, oh, I was actually cheated or it wasn't worth my ad spend, So it's good to have the basic knowledge, and it's also good once in a while, some little campaigns like engagement, getting followers, having a post that you want people to be involved in, which is engagement. You can do this post yourself. Getting likes for your Facebook page. You can do these things yourself without outsourcing, Now, the ones you can obviously begin to look at outsourcing is when you want to, put out a particular property or product out there and you want people to like this, or you want people to, you want to make a sale out of it. And of course, you know that, look, this is not something I'm pro in. I have this product. I want to sell it. I want to make money. I don't want to just spend money on ads and not see the result. That's when you outsource it. But still have an idea of what this person is doing for you. So that's where this live section of our first Facebook ads campaign comes in. And of course, the super duper live Q&A section. Why I love Q&A sections is because somebody would have a question, very intelligent question that will help everyone. So that's why the live Q&A section is very big. So now, what are we talking about? The Facebook business page is ready. We did that last week. So many people went back and implemented it. So what next? I have my business page, what next? Hey, hold on. First, we look at how to gain your first 100 fans, friends, followers, clients, whatever you want to call them. Facebook calls them fans to your Facebook page. But there's always the tendency, the temptation that you might want to share your Facebook page right away with all your Facebook friends. Not so fast. Don't be in a hurry. Take your time. Look, you're inviting people to your store. How would it feel like that? I rented an office or a shop or a store and it's empty. I don't have products to show them. I don't have anything to show them. And I begin to say, I run an event to say, oh, you guys come to my store. All they see is my banner, my company name and all that. And they come to visit my store and there's nothing. They are just lost. It's empty. That's what this is about, So you have to have at least a couple of posts in there. I'm not going to read this all out. You're still going to have the video so you can take your time to read this text, put together and all that. So you must have a couple of posts, 3, 4, 5 posts. Have something in there, ready for them. Then just give it like 3, 4 days, because let me tell you, I don't expect you to begin to put your post one today by 12, let's say 12 p.m. Then another post at 2, another post at 4, another post at 5. Cluster everything together because you want something there for people to come and see. No, spread out your time. Let the first post be there. The second post, maybe in the morning at 7, 8, thereabout. The second post in the evening. Then give it 2, 3 days. Have your posts on your Facebook page. Then you begin to send it out to your friends. Like I said, you always start with your friends and all that. So that's why it's written here, invite your friends. So obviously, Facebook has a way of making you so easy. They make you invite your friends. It's shown for you. You choose the friends you want to like your page. You can decide to type in and search for friends. You can decide to save the link. Take the URL. The URL is actually the link on top of in your post on your site. You can take that URL link and Send to people even on WhatsApp. Hey friends, like my page. Hey family, like my page. Hey colleagues, like my page. You can invite your colleagues as well to like your page. You know, like I said earlier, you don't be ashamed. Don't get tired of asking people if they're true friends. That's the only thing they can do. You're not asking them for money. You're not asking them, hey, support me, give me some money to start a capital. No. So these are the things that friends and family can do for you without spending money. Encouraging your business by liking, by sharing, by making comments. And that reminds me, to all those who have been watching my video on YouTube, please, let me say this. A friend of mine actually told me, Angela, I think you should say this in your training. Like, as you're watching, that's the way you can encourage me. It's a free training. So the way you encourage me is by liking my video on YouTube, subscribing to my channel, and making comments. So this is, you know, like a thank you, the way to say thank you. So I think I didn't mention that the last time, so I'm saying that now. Anytime you watch this training, you go back to make reference, don't forget to make a comment. I would really appreciate it. So that's what friends can do to your page as well. So another thing is to promote your Facebook page on your website. For those who have websites, you know, promote your Facebook page on your website. There's something called a page plugin. Now, I should also mention this to you in case you want to have a website in the future now, or you have a website, don't hesitate to contact me. You know, we also have a digital marketing section where we create websites for people. And trust me, we do things with so much passion. We take our time to do things for our clients and customers. We can create a website for you with all the plugins that are going to be useful to your business. You know, even if you want an e-commerce website, a normal website, a real estate website where you have your property listings shared and all that, we do all that. So don't hesitate to contact me. I'll give you what the price is for doing a website, a landing page, and you'll be so happy about it because it's going to be well packed. You know, it's going to have the SEO, search engine optimization plugin logged into it that helps your website come up anytime, you know, people are searching for something related to what you do. So to promote your Facebook page, if you have a website, if you don't stress. Do the conventional way that still helps you. It's going to give you likes. At least by the time you have 10 likes, 10 fans on your page, don't hesitate to begin to do other activities. 10 fans, 100 fans, you see Facebook will always be showing you, hooray, you've gotten 10 people. Do something, you know, hooray, you've gotten 100 likes, 100 followers, do this. So that's always encouraging for you to push on and push on, you know. So having a Facebook plugin page, you know, it's going to look something like this on your website. I'm sure people see this. You'll see some people's websites have this Facebook plugin. So the result, plugin is what you put at the back end of your website, but it shows, you know, in a different way, the end result shows on the front end. That's what people will see eventually. So you have something like this. So this is an extract from the Facebook page showing on this person's website, on Buffer, their website. And if you have the number of likes, it shows on your website. It just takes it like this. And you know what it does to your website? It makes people say, oh, these people have all these likes on their website, I mean, on their Facebook page. There's something interesting happening here. Let's go there and see. So that's why this is an added advantage. Then when you're sending an email, it's good to have your Facebook link, you know, on your email. That's another way to promote your page. You see somebody reads your email, finish, and towards the signature part, sees your Facebook link and says, oh, he goes there, click, you know, and that's a very good call to action. He clicks your link, it takes him to your Facebook page, he sees what's in there, if it's interesting, if it's what he wants, if it's something related to what they do, then you see they become a follower. So how do you add this link to your email? If you're using a Gmail, you just need to go to the settings. You know, it's not a training we're doing now. It's not what we're really, it's just something for you to know. All you need to do is to go to the settings, then go to the signature part. You know, the signature part, you can now type your name, your designation, whatever you do, your company. Then you just take the link, the URL I mentioned from your Facebook page, and put there, it automatically loads into your signature part. Then save. That's how you have your signature part in your email. So anytime you're sending an email, it picks it up and goes to someone. So this is another way to promote your Facebook page. But still, if you're not an email person, but I expect everyone coming online to begin to know email marketing, to know how to send emails. But if you're not an email person, do the usual thing. Don't stop talking about your Facebook page to people. Don't stop sharing it. Don't stop putting up content so that this helps you, you know. And another thing that is not mentioned here is using hashtags. Somebody was asking me, hashtags is more common with Instagram. Do I need hashtags for Facebook? Yes, you need hashtags. You know, when we get to the Instagram section, I'll show you the importance of hashtags. What hashtag does? You know, hashtag is just like a link taking you to a niche. You know, if I'm saying hashtag real estate, it takes me to a page where people already have real estate posts. You know, and there are people who are in there. Your post goes there, and you know, anyone could see it. It could generate you followers, it could generate you likes, it could generate you comments, and become your a member of your page. So hashtag is another important way to, you know, get followers or attention to your page. So now, what to post and when to post? By the time your page begins to become more pronounced, that when to post will come in, because the Facebook Insights, which I will show you for those who have old pages, Facebook business page, and I've been using it. I'll show you the Facebook Insight, how you can know the time that your fans, your audience, your followers are online, and the best time to schedule your posts to suit them. So, but then what to post? Posting of photos, posting of videos. You have to become very creative. Remember the last training I told you about Canva, canva.com. I know a couple of people went back, used Canva, and came up with something good. You know, Canva.com has the free part where you can begin to create videos or posts or pictures, your logo, whatever it is. They have the pro section as well, but I always advise people, no need to go paying for these things. Use the free part, okay? Then, of course, you have your story, your videos and stories. Those are things you can post on your Facebook. Then you also have your text updates. You know, just type in something, whatever you feel like, you know. Then, of course, your links. You know, if you have a link, maybe for those who have a website or a landing page, you can just take the URL, the link, and put on your Facebook. And Facebook has a way now of making your link become like a normal post, and you send it out. It attracts people to not just your page, but also links them to your website or your landing page. But still, there's this statistics that tells us that video posts get more shares. Of course, people will still like other posts, you know, but I'm talking about sharing and sharing and sharing, which is part of the engagement, you know. Video posts is very important. You have to start learning to create videos. For everyone who is selling online, real estate, properties, products, bags, shoes, hair products, facial products, gym, you have to learn to start doing video posts. No matter how short your post is, most posts for Facebook, especially when you want to run an ad, should be at least 15 seconds. And it can be more than that. But for ads itself, is 15 seconds. Try to do something, say something, you know, let people see something on video. Once in a while, try to have a video post, because it's known that video post does a lot, a whole lot for engagement. And this is a statistic from Boost Sumo telling you what type post type, you know, draws engagement. If you can see from here, video is always way up. If you put up a video, you would always see people viewing that video, the number of views, the engagement is giving you, and all that. And we're talking about good videos, you know. But start up somehow, you know. Then asking questions, you know, having a content that's, you know, has a question at the end. What do you guys think about this? Blah, 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 blah. It has a way of, you know, creating engagement, you know. And there's this thing when we talk about asking questions, there's this thing Facebook doesn't like when you put a bait. Don't do that in your post. Don't say, this thing happened. If you know you like it, make your comment. Don't tell people, make your comment here, or 1 + 1 is 2. Whoever agrees, if you agree, share this post. Don't put a bait. Allow people do things themselves. Facebook machine behind the algorithm reads all these things and uses it to judge your page. Then of course, photos are still very important. Very, very important. We cannot underestimate the power of having photos, in your posts, in your content, or whatever you do. It's just like writing a text and giving people a way to merge what they're reading with what they see. So that's what photos do. Then giveaways. If you have products you're selling, you can also always give giveaways, like buy one, get one free, or show some sale. If the price for a product you're selling is 500 naira, dollars, whatever currency you're talking about, show there is a sale that 500, now 300, give away. Or tell people that you're giving away, just give away, basically. You see that giveaway has a way of creating engagement. Then links. These are the things you should always be posting on your Facebook page, having links and having coupon. Like I said, links is picking up a link from a website and putting here. So these are ways you can promote your page. And talking about videos, I have this extract I got, a screenshot of this company. If you look at it very well, this was a video post. This is just a normal post, not a campaign at all, not a Facebook ads. Is a normal post. So once your post is very good, you might not even necessarily need to run an ad, so to say. You can then run an ad if you want it to reach more people than what it has reached. If you look at this post, this video post, I think she was advertising the Perfect Skin Tint, and it gave her about 200 and something likes, reactions, different things and all that. But if you see the share she has about 3K, if I'm seeing it very well, the views, but the shares were amazing shares, a number of shares for this video post. Now, this same company has another post, which was a normal photo post. It had just 2 shares, 5 shares, thereabout, few comments, but of course it still gave her lots of engagement because you can see the likes, the reactions there is still quite high. So it's just to show you the difference between having a video post and a picture post, what it does. No one is saying your picture post won't do something, no, but just know that once in a while you should have a video post. Then I think I went too fast clicking this. I wanted to show you this while I say something. Setting up, we're going to the next level now, setting up Instagram for business. Why I have this screenshot from a WhatsApp group chat of a company that I know, I wanted to let people know that on Facebook, on Instagram, on social media, because people are still living in the traditional way, I want you to know that people are making business and making money from social media. Okay, some feel that, Instagram is for those selling just clothes, shoes, blah, 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 having the pictures. No, even real estate. And I'm talking about huge deals. Look at this, for instance. There's a group chat from a company saying, apparently the guy is saying that, look, he wants to now go into utilizing his Instagram. He wants to revive his social platform. And someone says it's a very good idea that such a person has made a living and created a brand name out of his social media page. He's now fully freelance and gets more leads off his Instagram. This person was once working with the company. Now he's freelance and gets his leads off Instagram. And the other guy now says, wow, with the world being more remote than usual and tech, it just seems like something I should adapt to. And the person continues to say his Instagram is worth checking out. He's also branded himself as a real estate coach, amongst other things. So the conversation between this guy and the person in question says, we closed SKG together. This is a high-end property last year, which was a HNW. FYI, HNW means a high net worth. you know, that they closed this deal together, a high net worth property, again, a lead off his Instagram. Who would ever believe if I tell you this property that was mentioned, SK6, is one of the luxury properties in the world? I didn't say in Nigeria alone. I'm talking about in the world, because that's the property in Dubai. A high-end property running into millions. Can you beat closing $1 million deal off Instagram? And people say, Instagram for the kids, for the millennials. No, for those selling ordinary things. No, how you package yourself, how you brand yourself, how you're consistent, what you do is the key to success. So just take notes. I just felt I should pull this out, put here so that we can see and be encouraged, be motivated, and know that, you know, we shouldn't be left behind in the traditional way of doing business. Because I'm telling you, my friends, 2020 was an eye-opener, or is an eye-opener. As time goes on, in another 1 year, 2 years, most transactions, most deals, most businesses, if not all, will begin to be online. You're going to have less of physical contact with people saying, hey, come, let me show you this. Hey, let me show you this. People are paying for products, for services online. Why are we still left behind in the same thing we do? You're making money. I have friends, I keep saying it, who are making money from what they do, the traditional way, referrals, which is perfect and very good. Referrals, very good, you know, referrals or one-on-one cold calls and all that. But if they add this other part, the sky would be the limit for their business. Now, let's go to Instagram. Like I said, we're not going to do much of Instagram because Instagram, first and foremost, is very easy to set up. Unlike setting up a Facebook page and arranging everything to make sure it's more professional, you know, Instagram is easy peasy. Just go in, create an Instagram page. You can log in with your Facebook, or you can separate it by using an email, you know, a different email or your email to create an Instagram account, and you have that. So I'm going to end this section so that we can go straight into a more practical section where I'm showing you what you're going to be doing. So this is going to be the end of the slideshow section. And the remaining two parts of the menu that was listed, or the agenda, the main features of your Facebook page, introduction to Facebook Ads Manager, and creating a Facebook ads campaign live, I'm going to be running that as a live section. So I'm going to end this and begin to share my screen for the other parts. So hold on. So now, talking about creating a live section of a Facebook page campaign, I'm going to, sorry. The last time we created a Facebook page, so off that Facebook page, I'm going to pull out the Ads Manager so that we can now begin to see what it takes. I'm going to use this. I created, should I call it a dummy Facebook page so that I can do live section on it, you know. I used Mercy, created a Facebook account. Like I told you initially last week, that for you to have a Facebook business page, you need to have a Facebook personal account. So that's Mercy. And this was the business page we created in the last section, which I called luxury real estate. So remember how I told you about setting this, your tabs, so everything is well done. I don't have this here. That's why I said it's a dummy page for us to begin to know a couple of things. Now, if you look at this, the menu on top, when you click on page, it brings you to your page where you have your posts, your videos, and every other thing. Inbox takes you to where you have the messages that are coming in. Sorry, my system is just going to take you a while to open a couple of things, so just bear with me. Inbox will show you the messages. When people send a direct message to you, you know, when you say, P me, private message me, D me, direct message me, you know, it comes to your inbox here. Yeah. Like I said last week, we all know when this entered the menu. It was this year, 2020. Then notification is a normal notification you usually get, you know, notification for whatever happens on your page, both your personal page and your Facebook page. It comes up here. That's what you see in your notification. Insight is very important. Don't ever run a business without taking a break to look at what's happening. That's what insight is about. Insight is very important. Insight is going to show you everything happening to your page. Everything. From insight, you're going to know the kind of people that are visiting your page, the kind of audience you have, what time are this audience, your fans, what time are they up, and all that. I don't think this page doesn't have any insight. I'm just going to use this as an illustration and go back to our Nigerian Property Finder page so that you can see a live insight. Then, of course, more. You can check out more. From more, you can see your publishing tool, which is what I mentioned the other time, but we're going to do some practical on it. You have your ad center. Anytime you run an ad, this is where your ads will be showing for the page. It will just be here, you know, on a summary base. But there's a place where you have your ads manager, which is where we're going to run the ads. Then here it shows you your page quality. There's nothing here because this is just the dummy in new page. So I'll come back to the page. And let me bring this down. Coming back to the page, I want us to first link Instagram with this page, just to show you. I'm not going to do a full linking because I don't even have the Instagram page for this, you know, set up, you know. So when you want to do anything that has to do with your page, you go to settings. It's in settings that you can change your page name, you know, you update your info, page info, you know, change your username if you feel it's not okay. But mind you, Facebook gives you 14 days gap. If you change your username today, it will not allow you change your username in another 3, 4, 5 days, 1 week now. To tell you you've already done that, you know. And anytime you change your username, Facebook is going to notify your people, your fans, your followers that you have changed your username. You know, like I said the other time, the last training, this is where you go to tabs to take a template. That's how you want your Facebook page to look in relation to the business you do. So this is where you have that, you know. And I always advise all those that are running products, selling products. I have friends who are selling products and I'm so happy they send their pages to me to look at and all that, and I was impressed. I would always advise that you use the template, the shop template. If you go to under this template, this is the current template, say services. You click on edit, you have different templates. Always take shop templates. If you find out that you notice that most of the tabs are almost the same thing, you know, but still take something that is related to what you do. Reason, your call to action on your Facebook page is very important. That's where you see CTA. Anytime you see CTA in cap letter, it's call to action. You know, don't ever run any post that has to do with sale or any campaign without having the proper call to action. I have a friend that has, I'm sure he's here, he should please take note. He has a shop, an online shop, you know. I hope I'm not mixing the person, but the person has an online shop and his call to action on his page, I'll show that to you soon, shortly. His call to action on his page is showing, call me. No, don't say call me, because they will call you and you're having a conversation. Why tell someone call you when you're running an online shop? You know, better choose a call to action that says shop now, so that it takes them to where they're going to check their products, and that is your shop, or have a conversation with you in form of messaging, you know, and all that. The same thing goes with real estate. with real estate, I usually advise people to have a call to action that says message now, you know, so that they are messaging directly to your inbox. That's your private, your Facebook Messenger, and you're chatting with them there. Then you see it's a good prospect. You take it to the next level of sharing numbers and all that. Though your number is already on your page, but put that call to action to their face on their face. I'll show you that. So this is where you can choose, you know, what you do or what your business is about, the kind of template you would want to use. So I'll just cancel this. Then, like I was saying, I always advise people, make sure you have a shop for whatever you're doing in terms of those with online business, selling products, even real estate. You could still have a shop, you know, put your properties, list your properties there, then, you know, share to people from there. So it's very important. I'm only stressing this because I'm seeing some of my friends, students, those that attended the class, having their pages, but there's no shop. And I see that they are selling products, you know. So just take note of that. So like I said, from this setting, you can do a whole lot of things. And it's from here that you link your Facebook to Instagram. From your page, Facebook business page, you go to the setting here and you come, you see the Instagram. You link your Facebook business page to the Instagram. Now, once you create an Instagram account, mind you, your Instagram account is just a normal account. It's not a business Instagram. It's just a normal account. And unlike Facebook, that you can have a business, a personal profile. Then from there, create a Facebook business page. You can't really do that in Instagram. Instagram, once you create an account, what you have is a normal Instagram account. But the only way your Instagram account converts to a business account is when you link it with your Facebook business page. Take note. As soon as I connect this page to an Instagram account, that my Instagram account I created will now become a business. You will see the setting, it will just tell you automatically. When you go to, you know, Instagram is mostly on mobile. It's not a desktop, laptop application, so to say. So everything happens here. Once I link this, I'll go to my mobile and it will tell me your Instagram page is now a business page. Take all the features of business from your business, Facebook business page to your Instagram. It takes it automatically and it's now a business page, Instagram. So that's how it works. So like I said, I don't have an Instagram account created here, but this is just the process on how to link your Facebook business page to your Instagram account. So once that is done, you're good to go. Anything you do on Facebook, you can decide to share on Instagram. Anything you do on Instagram, it tells you, once you're putting up a post on Instagram, it tells you, do you want to put this on your Facebook page as well? You say, go ahead, and it shares. So you're doing a two-in-one. You know, you have the post on Instagram, you have the post on your Facebook. But it's always good once in a while to still have separate posts. A post specifically for Facebook, a post specifically for Instagram, because they still have their different dimension in how your post should be. And that's where the Canva.com comes in. Canva.com, if you, those who have logged in and seen it, you will see that you have an option to have a Facebook post and Instagram post. Once in a while, it's good to have them separate. It even helps your algorithm in terms of qualifying your page. You know, Facebook says, okay, it's not everything here that is here. They're separate posts, fine, and it gives you a good quality score. So that is that on this part. So now I'm going to go back to page. I hope this is very clear. I forgot to ask people to raise up their hands. If you're getting me, if I'm making sense, if you're with me, please raise up your hands. I would like to see hands up so that I know I'm communicating. Yeah, Sonny has raised up his hands. Thanks. Another person has raised up their hands. Okay, cool. 3 hands raised up. I'm glad to know that we're communicating. 4 hands raised up. I'm not just speaking to myself. So now let's go back to pages. we're going to be very practical now, more practical. And what do I mean? We're going to first go to the ads manager. Now, when you have your normal Facebook page, all of us have Facebook. For us to be here, we obviously have a Facebook business page. You know, I try to put business in there so that you separate it from your normal Facebook account. But once you say Facebook page, ordinarily people know it's a business page. So once you have your Facebook page, yeah, you come to, on that page, you come to where you have your, if you go down, you will see the ads where you have to, wait, I have to be very sure, okay, more. On more, you see the ad center. But I don't want to create this ads from the ad center, because from the ad center, okay, but let me just show you what the ad center would look like first. You see, we haven't spent any money, we haven't done anything. This is what a typical ad center is. You know, let's remove this reporting issue about conversion. It's welcoming us here. It will tell us to create an ad. You know, it's very easy from here, but I wanted to go to a normal ads manager. But let's still look at this so that you're not confused when you see the ad center and say, oh, can't I just create an ad from here? Now, by the time you begin to create ads, you're going to see how your posts and everything is performing. You see how much you're spending. Now, there's a difference between your reach, your post engagement, and your links. Everything will be here. Now, when you have a normal ads running, your reach is the number of people that Facebook is showing your ads to. Even your posts, you can see your post status, how it is doing. That's your normal post that you're posting on your page. You can see how it's doing, you know. From it will show you the reach. I'll show you a practical section. The number of people that Facebook is showing your post to, you know, that is your reach. So Facebook algorithm works in such a way, it keeps changing and changing and changing, but it works in such a way that you can decide to show this, show that, show this to your normal post to different people, yeah? So it will show you that, oh, we've shown your post to 1,000 people, for example, you know, that's your reach, you know. Impression is the number of activity they took on that. If they clicked on it, if they did this, if they did that, that's part of post engagement and impression. Let me not, you know, confuse you with these names. I'll show you figures that will make it clear to you. But first, let's go to creating an ad. When you want to create an ad from your page on this create an ad, this is what happens. It shows you this. I just want you to know this, but I never encourage people to create ads from here. Reason why? The same way I don't encourage people to be tempted when Facebook says, this your post is doing so well, boost your post. Or now that you have your page, promote your page to get more likes, you know, and you just click on promote and follow the instructions. No, I never encourage people that, to do it that easy. This easy way, you know, because it seems easy. But the other way too is easy. But the only difference is that it's more detailed. You can direct Facebook what you want, and you can check your ad spends, what is getting more, you know, engagement, where you're making money, where you're losing money, and the difference, and correct it. So that's what the ads manager does, you know. So here you can easily create on, click on promote your page, because we now have a page, you know, and I want to promote this page. How do I promote this page? The bottom line is for people to like my page. That's why call to action makes it matters. This is what I was mentioning to you when I said call to action, you know. This call to action, you can't be telling Facebook to promote your page, you know, to get more likes, and your call to action is saying send messages. No, you have to be sure, excuse me, that you're taking the right call to action, you know. So your image, you can either decide to choose image that is saved, or you upload a video, or you upload directly, you know, from your system, or you can browse. Facebook has a library. You can decide to browse to see what they have to offer. But of course, it's good for you to use something, you know, applicable to you. The ad account image that I have, or I upload my own image. But I don't want to go through all this, because I want to teach you one thing so that you are not confused with so many things at the same time. Then this is where you have your audience, this is where you can set your budget, and this is where you have the amount, you know. But let's not do this. I just wanted you to see how the create an ad from your page works. It's so easy, you know. So anytime you have an ad, even if you don't create it from your page, you create it from your ads manager, it's still going to show here that this page has created these ads. Yeah, so we're not going to do this. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back to a page that has activities so that you can better understand what I'm telling you. So I'll go to our Nigeria Property Finder page. And these are the activities that the page has. I'll go to the home page where I have my post. Sorry about this shop. The shop just ran off because I was trying to create a shop to train people in the future. So this is the page. Now, when you begin to have activities on your page, this is what happens. It shows you the people that this post has reached. It shows you the engagement. And it's tempting me to boost my posts. That this post, see what it's saying. Facebook just came up and told me this post is performing better than 85% of other posts on your page. Boost it to get more great results. Very tempting. If I click on boost, see where it takes me to. Very easy. And you say, oh, is this what boost is about? Why can't I boost my post? Hey, what the heck? So easy, blah, blah. No need to pay people. No need to do this. It's very easy here. You know, I can either decide, see the objective, either decide to connect and chat with potential customers or get more likes, which is my post engagement. That's get reactions, likes, and comments, shares. You know, that's why I'm boosting the post. I can choose any one of them. But you see what happens? It's so easy. Very easy to set, but it's not cost effective. Forget that big amount. It's not cost effective because you cannot gauge anything. So I just advise people, don't ever boost directly from your page. Don't let yourself be tempted. It might even show you promote this page to get more likes. Don't do that. You know, I'll show you where you would go to have everything done properly. Now, if you look at this, see the if I need to read and understand what this result is showing me, I click on either the engagement or the reach. Assuming that if anyone I click on, it will still show me the same results. You know, it's telling me that they showed this post, which was posted yesterday, to 70 people. It reached 70 people. I mean, it's a post, it's not an ad. It's still going on and going on and going on. But the more comments people have, make and more likes, it comes up on top of other people's feeds, you know. So it has reached 70 people. It got 8 likes and 1 share. Yeah. So the total of what you see here, it's what makes up that result that you see. It has 8 likes, comments, and shares. The total, that's 7 likes, 1 shares, and 4 posts and clicks. Post clicks means someone saw this, they clicked on this to read more, they clicked on the page to scroll through. So that's what all this is about. There's no negative feedback. It wasn't reported as a spam. All these are very important to know your post performance. So apparently, basically what they're trying to tell me that it reached 70 people and got 12 engagements. The total of 12 engagements, when you say engagement, this is where the 12 engagement comes from. 7 likes plus 3 photo views gives us 10. 1 share, 11. On post means the person actually, you know, looked at this post, clicked on it, 1. The total is the engagement, 12. So engagement simply means the likes, the comments, the shares, everything people do on the post, on this post is the engagement, and it reached 70 people. Yeah, so that is what this post is about. Mind you, I've been saying post, I'm not saying campaigns or ads. These are normal posts that are generating this. So why this result is helpful, this performance result is helpful, is that it can make you know that, okay, so this is doing well, then let me go and run a normal campaign on it, you know. So that's what it's about. So now going to run a normal campaign. Where do I start from? So you see what I wasn't seeing in the other page because it was new. I'm saying it here. I'm not saying your new page won't have this. It will definitely have this, but I was running short of some things I wanted to arrange for the training. So I come here and click on Ads Manager. I'm going to right click to open it in a new link because I want to leave this for reference. So you see what I did? I came to this drop down on my Facebook page menu. The drop down, and I came to Ads Manager. Ads Manager is very important. People see it and they don't know what to do with it. It's very important. Ads Manager brings you to your ads account. Now, because you haven't started running ads, you might not see all this. Because you are not a digital business firm, you don't need to go to Business Manager. No, just the Ads Manager opens for you and you come to where you can begin to run your ads. So for first-time page owners or people who are going to the Ads Manager for the first time, you're going to have something like this come out. Yeah, where you're going to have your campaigns, you set your campaigns, you set your ad set, you have your ads. Yeah, this is not something you will learn overnight, but I want you to learn creating a normal ad to get likes and followers on your page. You have a Facebook page. You don't want to be talking to yourself. You need to have people there that you're sharing activities with. So now, once you go to the Ads Manager, it brings you to where you will create an ad. So let's see what the whole menu about creating an ad is. It's telling me that this is where I left off. I want to start from the beginning because I came here because I wanted to, prepare myself for the training. Oh, sorry, I clicked on continue. No, I'm going to go back and tell it that I want to create an ad where I'll start from the beginning so you see the process, start all over. So this is it. Now, any business must have an objective. You can't ever run an ads, a campaign without an objective. This might begin to seem, it's getting bored and all that, but it's very important for you to know, because I was speaking with someone, one of the groups that I'm in that sells plots and all that, doing very well, P1 group to be precise. I was speaking with a guy and he was saying that he's looking for means to get sales done, to sell his plots. The plots are very affordable, by the way, and they're well verified, plots in gated communities that you don't have to have an encounter with the community people in terms of, in here we call them omonile, who will stress you in any process of building. These people have handled everything and you are now buying the plots at affordable prices based on, the title deeds and title documents. So he was thinking about how to get these things done in terms of making sales. And I told him about running campaigns. You have your Facebook page. Do you run campaigns once in a while? And he laughed at me. He said, campaign, is a campaign of PDP. And I looked at him and I was dazed. That we in the 20s and someone is laughing about campaign, something you should know at your fingertips. Do you know over there, that is how people are making deals, closing sales? Nobody hardly goes around. They stay in a place and run, shoot everything, and the lead comes and the call and the follow-up and the deal is closed, and you're laughing at me. Campaign? Now, I'm not talking about campaign for election, friends. I'm talking about campaign for your business, So this is it. Anytime you want to run a campaign, you must have an objective. Anytime you're opening a business, you're having a Facebook page, anything you want to do, you must have an objective. You never start anything in this life without an objective. So my objective here is this. I want an engagement. I have a new page. I want to drive traffic to my page. So what do? I go to engagements. Now, let me just go back to that campaign and show you the different objectives you can consider, which I won't talk about at all, but I'll just pick it out to you. Traffic, if you have a website, you can use this objective to drive traffic to your website. That's to get people to visit your website, and always have a call to action on your website, my friends. What do I mean by call to action? Have plugins that are installed having a contact form, so that when people come there, they are seeing everything, and at the end of the day, they are dropping their details on your website. That's the call to action. So I'm driving traffic to my website. That's this objective. Engagement is in 3 forms. I would open that now and show you. If I have an app and I'm trying to make people install the apps, I use this campaign objective. If I have a video and I want people to view this video, now let me say something very important. when we have a video, where we have this tendency of running to YouTube and adding our videos there. For those of us that have YouTube channels, you know, it's good to have YouTube channels, by the way. That's another training for later. Don't run and put your video on YouTube only. Always have your video on YouTube, fine. But don't take the link from YouTube and bring to Facebook, boom, and say, my YouTube video, watch blah, blah, blah. Facebook doesn't like it. Facebook is very smart. It's like, I mean, run by humans, but they say robots, you know. It doesn't like, you know, you brought people to Facebook and you're putting a video for them to click and go away from Facebook to YouTube. Hey, why? No, don't do that. Try to create videos and put directly into your Facebook and come and run ads to get video views. When you have so many people viewing your Facebook, your videos on Facebook, you still have your reward, the way people are rewarded for YouTube video views. So take note. But that's what this campaign objective is about. You know, lead generation. If I want to generate leads, like last week I told you how I ran a campaign to generate leads, and I did all that and got leads. I called the people, I followed up on them. Follow up is another very important thing for your business. You know, I followed up on them, and you know, sometimes the leads will not close that minute. You have to keep following up on them until you close the sale, you know. So that's what this campaign is about. If I is raising hands, I'll answer questions. Anyone who has questions, question and answer section is coming up very soon because I'm going to round up. Please drop your questions, then we'll go over to the Q&A section. So that's what lead generation is for. If I want messages, I have to run a campaign for people to message me on my Facebook Messenger, my inbox. That's where I do this. I can run a campaign for that. When I say Facebook campaign, it's the same thing as running ads, but the big name is campaign, where you can be very critical, where you do everything and you monitor it eventually. So now let's do the engagement objective for our Facebook campaign. So here we are. Don't be bothered about all this scripts, A and B tests. Don't be bothered about that yet. It's not for us to know. The important thing is we want to do the basic thing, creating a Facebook campaign and understanding the things in the campaign menu, in the campaign page, what it is about. What's this campaign about? What do people come to meet me and say, pay this money and I run this ads for you and get this, and they don't do it right. They just go to that easy way and do that and tell me there it is. And at the end of the day, I have some junk likes, some junk followers that have nothing to do with my business. So that's where you have to come in this campaign, because you would streamline and tell Facebook what you want. So now, if you look at in engagement, it has 3 subsections: post engagement, page likes, and event response. Event response, like you run an event, you do a webinar class, a training, you can run a campaign to tell people you have this event, blah, blah, blah. Post engagement is to have people commenting. Like you saw that video I showed you, you know, you have people commenting, engaging, liking, giving different emotions, you know, making comments, sharing, and all that. That's what post engagement is. For page like, I want people to be followers, to like my page. So that is what we're targeting right now. Well, mind you, eventually, all of them still go in the same format. The only thing is the campaign objective you are telling Facebook for. That's what this is. So I can decide to optimize my budget. When you click on budget, campaign budget optimization, it's just telling, and another good thing you should notice, anytime you're stuck, click on this information. This I is information. It can explain something to you. Campaign budget optimization will distribute your budget across all the ad sets. Mind you, all these things are the ad sets. You see these 3 levels that we're going to go through: the campaign objective, your ad sets, and your ads. You know, it's going to distribute your campaign across all the ad sets. It's usually very good for those who are going to run multiple ads under one campaign. So don't confuse yourself with this yet. This is not what we're going to do. So I'm just going to shut this off. I just want you to know what some basic things are. So I've told my Facebook what I want. I want to run an engagement campaign, and I'm choosing page likes. So I continue. When I continue, you notice that I've set my objective and it has jumped to my ad set. Ad set is where I'm going to, take my audience, my demographics, everything I need, what I need to tell Facebook to do, this is where I'm going to set my budget. This is where I'm going to do that. Yeah. So now if you look at this, it says, always be giving your campaign a name. Here you can create the name, page likes, Facebook page likes, and so that it's easy for you to identify when you begin to run more ads, So this is my Facebook page. This is where I'm directing the likes to, the audience to, yeah. Then this is where I'm going to set my audience. I'm going to create a new audience. If you have saved audience, you can use it for those who have been doing this, because we're looking at both people being here, those who are already pro and those who are starters. But I'm going to create an audience, yeah? So I'm going to choose my location from here. Let me just cancel this and start it afresh completely. Now, since we're talking more about Nigeria, I can choose my location from here, yeah? And when you choose your location, don't make it too broad. It's good to still have it broad because you're just looking at engagement, but by the time you want to sell products, don't make your location too broad. I have a friend here that has a hair care product for even wigs and all that, yeah? Now, where are your customers? Look at where you're targeting. I know that you'll be doing free delivery, but don't say Nigeria. You can break it down to the cities in Nigeria. You can take Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, blah, blah, blah. Break it down. But I'm using this for example purpose. So I'm using Nigeria. Whatever you break down, it will be showing you so you can choose it. So I take Nigeria as my location where I want people to be notified, to like my page, to follow me. So you see, we have 225 million people potential reach, which is broad, and there's tendency that Facebook is going to get me 6.3 likes, and reach 6.3 people, and out of these 6.3 people, it will reach, I might get 214 likes to 600. But because it's very broad, there's also tendency that my likes may be garbage. I don't want just people liking my page that don't have anything. Maybe one seller in the market who just saw it, or one person somewhere who saw it and pressed like. No, I don't want that. So that's where I can still come down here to set everything about the demographics, the interest, and the behavior of the people, the age. I'm looking at people who want to like my page for real estate. So I'm going to click. For Africa, for Nigeria, at least someone from 25 should be looking at real estate. Someone from 22 should be a property conscious person, if I'm not mistaken, or so a broker, an agent. These are the kind of people I want to be on this page. So let me I'll bring it to 25. And you see what happens. It's going to change the number. It has gone from 25 million to 16 million people as my potential reach, which is, I want it to come down realistically, because I don't want just garbage. I'm not saying people are garbage, don't get me wrong. I don't want the wrong followers that don't have any business with, like I have a small niece that has a phone. Of course, I didn't open a Facebook page for her. But assuming that person has a Facebook page and it appears and she pressed like, what has that got to do with me? So that's where I have to work on this age brackets. I have to look at the gender. Of course, we're looking at both male and female. Whatever you do, it's good to know who your potential customers are. If you're selling clothes that have to do with men, why do I have to reach women? If I'm selling products that have to deal with women, well, you can still reach the men because we expect them to buy for us. So anyways, that works in both ways. It's all up to you, whatever gender you want to choose. But this is very important. I'll show you here now, the demographics, the interest, and all that. Now, I am going to look at people because of what I do. It's going to help break this down very well. I want people who are interested in real estate. So I'm going to type here, real estate. So it has brought it down drastically, which is perfect. 1.9 million. Perfect. So I don't need to do much because I know that someone in the market will not be interested in. I'm not saying someone in the market, but you know what I mean. The ordinary person, someone whose work is like a maid or something, will not be keen about a post on real estate. So Facebook don't show to such people. So I've told Facebook, show my post to people or my page to people who are interested in real estate. So there's this tendency that I will get this kind of likes, you know, and it will reach these people. I can still do so many things. You know, I can look at interest, don't show to children who are below. You can even check the suggestions. You can browse suggestions, you know, look at demographics, you know, people who, if I look at the education level, people who are, sometimes this grammar, you have to Google and find out who are the people in high school. Don't rush to run a campaign because it's something you're spending money on. People in grad school, people in high school. I can just tell Facebook, don't show these guys. You know, I don't want the children, so to say. Although there are some adults who are still in these schools, you know, you can just choose what you want. Yeah. Then I can also check interests. Interest is what I chose here, real estate. Real estate. I don't want to squash it up too much. If you are somebody who is selling products, you can come to fashion. Look for people who are shoppers, people who are very good at clicking online shopping, who have clicked on shop now, you know. Take those people to be part of your interests. So Facebook sends your post to them. So I'm just trying to work with time and round up a bit, but basically we can do this. I can also exclude. If I exclude or narrow down, it will bring my number so little. But this, in another training where I will teach you on how to get leads, that's where we can do this. If you have a plot of land you want to sell and you want to run a campaign to generate leads, that's where we're going to use all this, because I wouldn't expect to have up to 1,900. I might not get the kind of leads, you know, 1.9 million. I'm going to exclude this. I'm going to include this. I'm going to tell, you know, so many things we're going to say. So basically, this is what the interest and demographics, you know, is all about. You can as well tell Facebook to expand, you know, detailed targeting expansion. Expand beyond my target. That's if my ads is doing very well. And this is what I have told Facebook to do. Facebook can use their discretion that this ad is doing very well. Let me expand it, you know. But most times, if you're generating lead, don't click on this, because your money will just be spending on showing people. Just work with what you have told Facebook to show people. But now I want to get followers. Who knows, those my followers that like real estate, eventually if I want to target their own followers, their own friends, I can do that. But for now, I will just click on, you know, expand when the result is doing well, because I'm looking for followers and it has increased to 12 million. So once it increased to 12 million, you can still come and do some fine tuning to exclude some people. Okay, let me show you the exclude, for example. If I click on exclude, I'm going to browse suggestion. I'm going to go to demographics and choose work. I will choose industry. I'll look at people who are working with cleaning and maintenance. If you click here, it will show you the type of people we're talking about. People with role in cleaning and maintenance, examples, janitor, housekeeper, gardener, handyman. I'm going to exclude them. You know, I don't want my post to go to them because I know it will just be a waste of time. I'm not saying these people can't buy real estate or won't like real estate, but I'm just being realistic with the money I'm going to be spending on my ads. Yeah. So if I come down again, I'm going to see, it's still on 12 million, right? I'm going to see installation and repairs. Yeah, people with roles in installation and repair service, including technician, operators, mechanic, and welders. I don't want them. I'm going to click that for Facebook to exclude them. They are small units, I know. It's not even making any significant difference to me, you know. So for real estate, again, I'm going to put an interest to add up with real estate. I'm going to look for people who are interested. This is not exclude. I'm going to go to interest, include. people who are interested in investment. Because I want to narrow down that number, 12 million still. I'm going to look for people who are interested in real estate investment or investing. It's still going to, because they all fall under the same category. I'm not going to expect much, but this way I will do something, including people who are real estate brokers. If you're running a lead, remove brokers, because you don't want your federal agents calling you, yeah? But of course, I want brokers to like my page as well. Anyway, let's just leave it at the 12 million, but just come up with ideas. There are many things I can do to reduce that number, but since I'm generating likes, let's leave it at 12 million. I can do so many things. I can go and look for pages that have the same thing I do and include that page. I want people from this page as well, and it's going to collect the audience and reduce this number, because this number is not interested in that page. But this is this is just an example of trying to work on engagement to get likes, yeah? So this is it in terms of audience. You can save your audience and reuse them. Now, because Property Finder page has been existing recently, I want to exclude. I will run this campaign and it will still show people who like my page. What's the use? It's of no use for me. So I want to exclude people who like this page. So take notes. This is an added advantage so that you don't waste your money, you know. Exclude people who like this page. So that's already there. Then you come to placement. I'm looking for people to like my page, my Facebook page. Don't leave it on automatic placement, please, guys. You're going to waste your money. Because automatic placement means it's going to, if I change it now to manual placement, see what's going to happen. That's where that audience may still reduce. Manual placement shows me Facebook, Instagram, audience, network, and messenger. Why do I want to get people send my ad to Instagram for people to like my Facebook page? It's not even going to fit into the Instagram audience. I mean, the Instagram screen, the way it is, because every ad is done to fit into whatever feed. So why waste my time there? I'm going to deselect any other audience. And you can see it's already deselected because it knows that my engagement is based on Facebook page like. So in case your ad is not streamlined to any particular, how will I put, let me break it down this way. If I'm running an ad for people to like a particular post or for people to buy a particular product, you know, and I want to run it for only Facebook, always remember, remove it from automatic audience. Take manual audience so that you can remove all this. Run an ad for Facebook only. Then when you want to run an ad for Instagram, come back. That same ad, run that same ad from Instagram for Instagram only. It will help control the money you're spending. If you leave it on automatic audience, Facebook is going to use your money, you know, your budget like that to show both parties, and you can't gauge your results. So that is what this is about, yeah? So once we are done with that, this is where we've done the audience and the placements, which is where we want the campaign to show. You now come to your budget. This is where you set your budget, yeah? How much do you want to spend? This is optional. You don't need to put this, how much you want to spend per like, because if you put an amount per like, you're going to shrink Facebook. Where they would have done better for you, you will be shrinking them. So leave that, but instead set a budget here. I'm going to say a daily budget of, my dear, after this, try to spend at least 2,000 Naira to get Facebook likes. Only 2,000 Naira is less than, it's about $5. We can sacrifice that amount to get people to your Facebook page. Any questions, you can ask me there. So you try to set this, you know, like maybe I just put my daily budget of 500 Naira, and I can decide to run it for 5 days. So it's telling me that in 7 days, okay, for 7 days, I can put a start, I can decide to run continuously, but I can streamline it to set a start and end date. Maybe I started today, and or let's say I want to start tomorrow, then I'll end it in 5 days. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. End it here. You see that my price would change to 17. No, is it saying 34? Oh, I said July. No, in June, the same June, 5 days in June. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 29. So that's, let me make it 4 days, 5 days. So it's saying 2,600. The reason why it's up to 2006 is because normally it's 2005, but there's a tax which Facebook collects to pay on your behalf. Or if you're a company, you can put your tax details when you go to the setting for your bills. Facebook will not charge you this tax. So 2006, then I click on continue. Continue now is where you have the ads. That's the third step. Yeah, you now begin to set your ads. You know, my page is already here. I don't need to take a picture. I don't need to take a video. I'm just sending people to my page. So the media is already arranged. If I'm running a normal, another post or whatever I need to do, then I can begin to create a video and all that. So all this is arranged. If you read here, it will show you the specification for whatever media you're using. Yeah, then this is what the page will be like. Are you looking for real estate, blah, blah, blah. And because it's like, it already has the thumbs up telling people to like my post or my page. Yeah. So once this is done, this is all set up, you can review and confirm. And this is the best way to create a Facebook ads, to promote your ads, to boost your ads, to create a campaign, whatever it is. Facebook is going to review it and send it live once everything is okay. So this is the review part, okay? So I hope this was very clear. I tried my best to break a lot of things down, but this is something that you still need to do more research. You need to try it on by yourself. Practice makes perfect. By the time you begin to practice it, you'll be lost somewhere. Ask questions, the answers will come. Then you begin to become a pro. But I'll just advise you, do this for the small campaigns. Don't begin to generate leads and decide to run it yourself. You know, look for outsource the leads aspect, but running of likes, generating likes, engagement posts, you know, any other thing you want to do, sending traffic, some of all the small things, try to do it. Try to know the basic, to get followers, Instagram followers, to get people to see your shop, to get people to see your products, a particular product you want to advertise. You can run these things yourself. But once it comes to the sale part, don't waste your money and your time. Outsource it. And when you talk about outsource, don't forget to contact me. I would run this ads for you with so much, you know, details to make sure it's generating results for you, because my own happiness or fulfillment will come when I know that you've made sales from the ads campaign that I have run for you. So this is part of what I do as well. So take notes. So I think we're done with this section. So many to learn, but so short a time. Let me jump to the Q&A section so that we can round up. We are way, way, way gone past time. So I hope this was clear to a very large extent. So let me see the question. I'm not seeing any questions. I'm seeing all my audience still around. Thank you for being patient. I'm sure it was so long, so long, but I need the questions so that I can be sure you know you were with me. So Yetunde is asking, how do I get my business name on the Google search? Yes, very good question. Very good question. How do you get, I'm going to stop sharing my screen here so that I can stop sharing screen so that we're all here together. How do you get your Facebook on Google search? There's so many ways you can get your Facebook on Google search. First, make sure your about part, your page info is correct and accurate. Make sure it makes sense. Make sure it has all the, what's it called? The keywords, the right keywords in relation to what you do. If you're selling products, make sure it has things there. And the most important thing is to keep having posts. A friend of mine showed me that she had gotten her Facebook page set, and I had to look through it. And the first thing I noticed was that she had 3 posts at the same time. Yeah, she had posts that when I checked, it showed 3 hours ago, 3 hours ago, 3 hours ago, the 3 posts. And I'm like, wow, no, don't do that. Try to time your posts. You know, I know we want the Facebook page to be filled with activity, but try to time your posts. This also helps Google, you know, when they're checking, and Facebook when they're checking, to know that you're making sense, you know, and try to have content on your post. I will shock you guys by telling you that 80% of the things you should have on your post should not be sale. On your Facebook shouldn't be sale. 80% of your Facebook post should not be sale. Should be the normal post. 20% should be sale. If you're posting to me every day on Facebook, 5-bedroom for sale, this plot of land for sale, this plot of, and that's the only thing on your page, and fans will become, what the heck, you know. Try to be, which word should I use? Educative. There was time I posted something about tips on how to qualify a lead. Be empathic with the people who are your followers. Post something motivational once in a while. Post something inspirational. Post something encouraging. Share somebody else's post that is doing well. It's not bad. Share that post. You see that this post has a lot of engagement, put it and share it on your page. You know, all these things help you, and your page starts coming up on Google for it when people are searching. But keyword is very important. And when you're creating a post, make sure you have those keywords in that post. If you're selling hair products and you are posting a particular picture of a hair product, make sure you have that keyword, hair products, blah, 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 meet us here, this, that, that. It helps in Google search. Then of course, try to get, if your business is a registered business name, go to Find My Business on Google. You can Google Find My Business on Google. You know, Google, then you follow all the procedure to put your business there. That's why you see sometimes when you Google some business, you see the whole details beside it that shows the Google map, the link, the website. You can do that as well. It's a very good way to have your business on Google search. Then what's the next question? That is to be on the top search. Yeah, I think basically that's part of it, the same thing. Some people are asking questions in the webinar chat, so I have to check. Suddenly I stopped hearing her. Oh, somebody was saying this. Anyway, I'll send the recording to you. Please still throw more light on leads. Okay, fine, it's asking me to throw more light on leads. Lead generation, it's a step you will take later, especially you that I know that you just have your page set up. Yeah, don't rush. Have activities in your page. Maybe in another 1 week, you can begin to run campaigns for leads. Yeah, and when I talk about throwing more light on leads, that's a way different thing. You know, it's not something I can, you know, finish up on this training. You know, so I won't say much on leads, but lead generation is a different campaign objective that needs thorough details. There's so many things in lead generation. For me to create a lead campaign for you, I'll do a whole lot. I'll look for competitors' page. I can even drag their audience, you know. There's a way you do that, you know. I would search on that my ad set. I would do a whole lot of search. I'll go to Audience Insights, which is a tool that Facebook has created for us to know what the audience is about. I'll go to Audience Insights, see what the audience are about, see where the audience is, see where I have to target, then begin to run my campaign to generate leads, because leads is very important. Leads is expensive. You might use up to 200, 300, depending on what your currency is, to generate a lead, to make a call. You know, so that leads is different from running normal campaign. You know, for starters, it's even good to have a Facebook Messenger, you know, campaign. That's where you're selling a product or selling a real estate property, and you tell people to message you. So they send the message to your inbox, and you reply them, get their details. It's easier. So from there, you can quickly qualify that this is worth my time. Unlike creating a lead campaign, once the lead comes, you have to call. And that lead, as long as Facebook knows that you've gotten a lead, they're charging you a chunk of money off your budget. So that is a different thing. Running your ads in Naira or running ads in dollars, which one is better? Now, the best thing is what your credit card will be like, or your ATM, whatever you impute, yeah? And in the first place, when you're doing your ad settings, if you go to your Facebook Ads Manager, take note of Ads Manager. You can do your own time, run into Ads Manager, look around and see what's there. There's a part that has the billing settings. When you go to the billing settings, it will tell you in what amount do you want to be billed. Now, it's all depending on what your card is, because you're going to impute your card eventually. Mind you, Facebook will never charge you at the beginning of an ad. It will only charge you when you begin to see results. People liking your page, leads being generated, traffic going to your page. It will charge you much later. So don't be afraid to have your card put in there. Facebook is a well-secured and talking about secured, yes, site. So that's what it is. So running in Naira or dollars doesn't matter. It's just depending on your location. So I'd rather advise that you run in your location in Naira. So it's easy for me to read. If I begin to run an ads in dollars when I'm in Nigeria, I have to start doing some conversion to be sure that, okay, they said they charged me $1 for 1 like. I mean, it's not up to $1. I ran an ad that gave me the best rate. It was less than, I think it was even less than 50 kobo, one of those kobos for 1 like. That's why I said with 2,000 Naira, my friends, you can begin to get good quality likes on your Facebook page. Get people to be on your page, okay? Get people to interact with, then you now begin to sell products to them and sell real estate to them. So that's that on the amount. Sandra, thank you very much. Saying God bless you for this section. It's very well explained and easy to understand. I pray you guys implement it. Is there a fixed amount for ads or you chose it for yourself? No, you choose. It's like your budget. You're running a campaign, you choose your budget. If you feel that your ads is not generating the kind of traffic you want, you can shut it off. Even when I said 5 days, I can check my ads. That page I showed you will show you everything, the number of people it has reached, the number of likes you're getting, the number of cost per like, the charges. You will see everything. That's why it's good to run an ad this way, going to your campaign, your ads manager and running the proper campaign, So if I feel that, oh, I'm spending money, I'm not getting the kind of lead, I just called this lead and the man is not it. I called the second one, he's saying, oh, I don't know what happened. Maybe somebody pressed, I shut it off and go back to my audience and check what's wrong with my audience and work again on it and do that, yeah? So there's no, you are the one to fix your budget yourself, okay? And she's saying that will an ad that is set for 1,000 per day run the same way with the budget? Now, if you set an ad 1,000 Naira per day, if you read that information, always when you're doing this as learning for yourself, always click your mouse on that information. It will show you, some things you can read up to know. Now, if you read that information, it's telling you that if you set your budget for 1,000, let's say 500 Naira per day, you may not use even 20 Naira or 30 Naira, yeah? The money is spent depending on the results, on how it goes, on how your ad is, on how your post is, on how your whatever, So you might spend less than that or more than that. And I would not even advise to just put 500 per day, especially when you are starting. Try to look at even 200 Naira per day, see what it generates for you. But ads that have been running, and if you want to generate a lead, if you want to send traffic to your website, my dear, Facebook is smart. It knows you want to sell a property of 10 million, 20 million, 1 million plot of land, and you want to spend 500 Naira on your ads. In my language, they say, Hejejiego achuego, that you have to spend money to look for money, to get money. There has to be an investment. There has to be a capital spent. So, and this is business. This is not a joke. So you have to make sure you have that money for your ads, Because at the end of the day, the lead you will get and the sale you will make recover all the time spent. So it's very important. So yes, budget and all that, very important to note. You might not spend that amount, you might spend that amount, you might spend more, but you can always control it. That's why I prefer running ads on the campaign ads manager. So I hope that was clear, Sandra. How much is recommended to spend to get a good quality ads? When you talk about getting a good quality ads, I'll tell you how smart Facebook is, like what I just said before. If you're selling products, I'm selling bags, I'm selling shoes, I'm selling hair products, I'm in a gym, I'm advertising for members to join a gym, whatever you're doing, whatever it is, I'm selling services, I'm looking for clients to come and create a website with me, I'm a digital marketing company looking to, if I'm selling all this, yeah, and I know the profit at the end of the day, what I want to get, my return on my marketing investment, yeah, that is where you will gauge what you have to spend. It's up to you to know what you have to spend. But I'll just tell you a secret based on experience, yeah. If I'm selling this product, my spend might not be much. If I'm selling a hair product, I can start with 2,000. 3,000, because you know why? My campaign for this product is just an added advantage. If I have good followers on my page, if I have the right audience, I'll just run a normal post, do a normal video, and people will still call me to say, hey, I saw this, you know, without running an ad. Yeah. So my campaign will be an added advantage to reach audience outside of my network. Yeah. If I'm selling clothes, shoes, whatever, designers clothes, branded clothes, this one, it's still the same thing. You know, you don't need to look at a huge ad spend. Look, let the return, make the sales, then begin to increase. Make the sales and begin to increase. See the result and begin to increase. But I'll tell you how smart Facebook is. If you're selling real estate, you have to try your best to spend some good money. That's where you get quality leads. I'll tell you, quality leads comes from the amount you spend. That is how smart Facebook is, yeah? Because they know that at the end of the day, you might sell and get a commission for, that will be running to millions. So would you use 10,000 Naira or some few dollars, $500 or so? No, $500 is even too much, you know, to run that ad? No. But you have to start from somewhere. Understand what you're doing. Start with the low budget. See the kind of leads you're getting, increase your budget. Increase your budget. As you see the kind of leads or the traffic going to your website, increase your budget. You know, then the most important thing to do is to make sure that your campaign is set properly to target the right people, because I could still use a small amount, but because I've targeted the right people, you know, set my audience properly, done the right demographics and all that, I'll still get that. Of all the 10 leads, 1 lead might just be the sale. So all these things are very important. So for Alain, to get recommended ad spend, to get the quality value lead depends on what you're doing. For us doing real estate, we need to watch that. It's a very dicey thing. It's services, you know, and we're selling properties. So it's very dicey. We need to be sure that we have a good budget set aside for that, yeah? And when I mean good budget, I'm not saying a huge amount. I'm just saying that many things have to be involved, especially setting your campaign right. Yeah. So how much is, okay, is if I ask, how do I get someone right to manage my page? We'll talk about that later. Let me see the questions section. I think I have some questions. We're going to round up very soon. Questions will be accumulated. Even if I don't answer them, I'll answer them and send the answers to you. I think, yeah, Yetunde asked this. Running, oh, it was Alan that asked, running your ads in Naira or dollar. Yeah, I think I answered that. How much is recommended here? Posting, Sonny is asking, posting one at a time on your page, is that applicable to little items for sale? In other words, when I have 5 items, same brand and same price, but different designs, can I not post them at once, or shall I upload them one after another sparingly? Now, posting is different. Yeah, you have items 5 at a time. You can post 5 at a time. Write a good description about them, write something, but since they are products like clothes, shirts, designers, always put a call to action. Write, DM me, private message, pay me for your orders. Always put a call to action. Don't let people think you're just posting for fun. Oh, they're looking at your fine products. Let them know. Write this thing briefly and put a call to action there, So you can post the 5 items at a time. That's not bad. But when you say at intervals, if you have more items, if I've posted these 5 items at a time, as one post at 9 a.m., I should wait for another time, maybe later in the evening. I would advise that you have at least 2 posts a day. Some people have so many posts that, fine, but I advise 2 posts a day, So that helps your audience. It helps people. And don't post only things you're selling. Sometimes crack a joke. Sometimes give them a good information. Sometimes tell them something about some designers. Do you know that D&G was this, was that? Who knew this? That I didn't even know, blah, 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 blah. Make it a post and send. And that's it for the day. You're not selling anything, So just to create, encourage your audience to know that, look, you're not just after the sale. And I think you don't have a shop on your page, if I'm not mistaken. So you should have a shop on your Facebook page because you're selling products. So that's where you can also list these items in your shop, then share it to your page. People see it and come back to your shop, then they see your products there. Yeah. So in the absence of any more questions, I think we've all tried. I appreciate everyone who has stayed this long. Woo! We went way more than our 1 hour. So thank you very much, guys. And don't forget, like I said, I know people keep asking me, you're doing this thing for free. Why you say thank you, thank you, thank you? I think I'm just used to saying thank you after any lecture, after teaching people anything. But still, thank you so much, Sandra. Still, don't forget, I'm going to send out the recorded training to people and have it on YouTube channel, so it's easy to send out to people. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, to like what you're seeing, and to make comments and to share. This is the way you would encourage me as well for the free sections. So in the absence of anything else, any more questions? Best teacher so far, coming from Sunny. Thank you. So I'm going to end this. We'll have a next section next week. If you have any topic you think you want us to look into, you can drop it for me. It's going to help me know what to prepare for the next week, okay? Thank you very much. Take care, everyone, and enjoy yourself. Keep safe, be safe, and don't forget, happy selling. For us to make money is the key word. Happy selling. Bye.